fail.
Or maybe you overcame
What are you, dummy?
something.
What are you, a dummy?
I feel like my parents are here. Thanks, guys. You're right here.
Okay, we're going to go to Heavenly real quick because they're almost at school. So let's find out what the story is. It's Look at Me Now. Good morning. Hello, Heavenly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How old are you, Heavenly?
I'm 10. Y'all probably don't remember me, but I came last year when I was 9 years old.
That was a long time
You
ago.
came up here when you were 9 years old?
Yes.
So
Were you with a school tour? Or you were by yourself, like with your mom or dad or somebody, an adult?
You were
I was
lost?
with my dad.
Oh, okay.
I was with my dad.
So the name sounds familiar. You don't hear a Heavenly very
Yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
I remember you calling.
often. Yeah.
Heavenly, share your story with us for Look at Me Now.
Okay, so I'm on a baton team called the Rocking Diamonds, and people at my school in my class kept on telling me I'll never be able to make it to varsity. I'll never be able to do anything in varsity or make it to a solo or a duo. And I proved them wrong because in our last parade, that was the audition for varsity, and I got in. Now I'm going to be doing a solo or a duo with my best friend, Samaya, and our New Orleans trip if I go.
Bravo! Heavenly!
Congratulations.
With baton twirling, right? With baton
Yes.
twirling.
Ah, okay. Okay, thank you for the
twirling.
clarification.
That is not an easy thing. I don't think. Try it Tuesday. Did we twirl
No
the baton
way.
and not hit ourselves in the face?
When I was a kid, sisters had one of those things.
My mom
wow,
did that.
really?
I did
Marching
rifles.
band.
Baton
rifles, that'd be-
twirling.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Heavenly.
At 10 years
That is
old?
Awesome.
Yes.
Good for you. And you know what? I don't know what it is about the 10-year-old age, 9, 10, 11. Kids love to tell other kids what they can't do. How about you just mind your own business?
Yeah.
You can't play baseball. You're never going to make the softball team. You're not going to be a baton twirler. You'll never make varsity. That's all you hear from other kids. What is with this? Heavenly, God bless you. We love you. Big hug from the Roula and Ryan Show. We'll let you get out to school.
proved 'em wrong.
Because I
Yep.
don't want you to be late. I know you were holding on for a long time. Man, oh man.
They
All
start
right.
young, but people do it their whole lives. It's because they have got something lacking in their life, and they want to drag you down to their level.
They feel like they can't. Yeah, you're right. I can't do it, so you can't do it either.
Diane's up next at 713-390-KRBE. It's Look at Me Now. Diane, tell us her story. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning. Happy Monday.
All right, happy Monday. So basically, when I was in college, I had a professor who was very well respected, and he told me that I wouldn't make it. And he said that basically you need to be medicated in order to make it in life. And I was so distraught.
Sorry,
and I was,
sorry. Can you pause for a second?
No.
At what point does your
sure.
professor think it's a good idea to set you aside and say, I just think you need to be medicated if you're going to make it?
You know what? That's a great question, Roula. And I even kept asking him, I'm like, are you sure? Like, okay, maybe I might, need some help, but I don't want that, So basically, my dream was to become an optometrist. I wanted to be an eye doctor since I was a little girl, and then it didn't work out. And I felt like such a failure in life. And then whenever you hear other professors saying this to you, you feel terrible. So I applied for ultrasound school. And I got in easy, and I did amazing in there, and I succeeded. And then they ended up finding a cyst on my spleen while I was in school.
Whoa.
And I got it removed. And then while I was in clinicals, I met this amazing doctor who gave me a job at his office. And I'm a stenographer at his office now, and I'm his manager. And I am, on cloud nine. I'm at work right now. I'm in the parking lot, and I'm excited to go in because I get to work with this man and the staff that he has. And I just want to tell that professor, look at me now, man. You made me feel like poo-poo caca. And I am, I'm on a high every day.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm just going to tell people out there, look, guys, if you're in a position where you feel like you are failing and you don't know what you're doing in life and, it's just not working out for you, just let go, let God, and it's all going to be okay. I'm 32 right now, y'all, and I'm finally, having the best time of my life in my career. And Dr. Imran Dar at Integrity Cardiology, he is, the most amazing man in the entire world. I'm just blessed. I'm so happy.
Love to hear it.
You really are.
With you guys, I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I finally have the courage to call
Yeah,
y'all.
you did it.
Oh, I'm so happy for
We
you.
are all smiling here with your
Woo-hoo.
phone call. Look at you. You're in the parking lot and you can't wait to go into your
Yeah,
job.
I'm
On a Monday.
Because that's how much you love it.
That's
That
like the
is
best
excellent.
bonus in life.
That
Get to
is
do
excellent.
something that
Yeah.
you love.
Poo-poo caca.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like poo-poo caca.
Where's that professor at now? Let's go hunt him
gosh,
down. Give
you're
me his
hilarious.
info. I'll get him for you.
Yeah, made my morning. That was awesome, Diane. God bless you.
Yay.
You have a
Thank you guys
great
so
day
much.
today.
I'm
All right,
glad you're
honey.
okay, too.
Yeah, so we're glad you're
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
yeah.
So let me one more second. You're doing like the ultrasounds as part of like your training for class. And like, okay, who wants to go next? And then they're like, oh, hold on a second, Diane. We kind of see something there that we're not supposed to see.
It was like, no, we were literally like, they're like, hey, like, we're going to scan the spleen today. Diane, you're always so hard to scan. So I was like, okay, I'll be the guinea pig. So she's scanning me, and imagine like a class filled with students, and then like your professor's in there, and they find something, and you're just like, wait, what is that? This thing has been growing on my spleen since I was a kid, probably, and they don't even know how I got it. I went to get to the specialist, and they were like, you're the first person I'm ever going to have this procedure like on, like with the laparoscopy. They wanted to take out my spleen, and I'll never forget, guys, when I woke up from the procedure, the first thing I asked the nurse was like, is my spleen still intact?
Is my spleen still there?
Out, but it's still there.
Wow.
Well, what does it do? What's the spleen
There,
do?
They took out the cyst. Thank God.
And
what does the spleen
answer
do?
that question? That's a good question to ask because Kevin, I don't know. I know people who've lost their spleens and everything is just fine. But what does the
Right.
spleen? What's the function of the spleen? I don't know. Do you know, Diane?
Yeah, yes. It helps with like your immunity, basically. It's just like an organ that helps with your immunity. And I just didn't want to take it out because then you'd have to like go get shots and stuff. And like every 3 months, if I remember correctly, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry out there, but I just remember that there was like some upkeep I had to do.
Okay,
I just didn't want it out, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Oh,
you grew up
yeah,
with it,
you're
you
a
wanna
young
keep it.
girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so everything's all good. Diane, bravo!
Yeah.
That is great.
That is
Look
awesome.
At me now.
And you're
By the way-
32, but she says she's 32. You know, don't say I have to be a certain age to do things. I hate when people say, "Oh, I'm 25. I haven't done anything."
I think it's good to have goals, but don't like put that undue pressure
Not
on
everyone's
yourself.
the same. We all. It's this right. Life is a marathon.
Look at how many people
Exactly.
became famous after the age of like 50 or 60. Like they're older people who, like Martha Stewart, didn't get famous and successful until she was 50, and now she's
wow.
almost a billionaire.
Yep.
Yep.
In her 80s? All right, let's go to Jim on the line, 713-390-KRBE. It's called Look at Me Now. You have a story, somebody told you can't, you'll never, you won't. Odds are against you, but you succeeded. Jim, what's your story? Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Feeling
Jim.
good on this Monday morning, sir. Tell us your story.
Well, grew up a really rough life and just had a lot of issues with drugs and just not having a father at home. So I was a man of the house, and I was just a really bad example for my brothers and my sisters, and my mom struggled and ended up going to prison. I was in America's Most Wanted.
Were you really?
Wow.
Yes, I
Wow.
went in for bank robbery.
Oh my
And,
gosh! Wow.
How long did you serve when they finally got
I served
you?
over. I served more than 15 years.
Okay.
Oh wow.
More than 15 years. Okay.
Yes.
Whoa.
And now getting out, it was really tough for me, and couldn't find a job, couldn't get nobody to give me a chance, and just struggled and didn't want to give up. I mean, over 15 years, I had my mother there to visit me, whether I was locked down or not, every single weekend.
Oh wow.
Even if I was locked down, and I wrote her and told her, "Don't come visit. I can't have visitors." She would still say, "I'm going to be in the parking lot praying for you." So it didn't matter if I was 100 miles away or 400 miles away, my mother was there.
Wow.
Wow.
And now I am, after struggling for more than 15 years to get a great job and stuff, now I am a manager for a NFL team.
What?
Whoa.
An NFL team manager? Can you tell us what team?
Let's just say it's down here in the South.
Okay.
Does it
Okay,
rhyme with
fair enough.
Cowboys or Hexans?
You don't
We don't want to tell too much.
No, I don't want to get you.
That's pretty
Or-
awesome. You turned. Wow, that's a
Or
great
Raints.
turnaround.
So you got out of
Whoa.
got out of the prison system, and it took you 15 additional years to find the right job.
Yes, it took over 10. I worked multiple jobs. I was given chances, and this was just a dream job that landed in my lap, and just couldn't turn it down.
How do you get from where you were, where you could not catch a break job wise,
Yeah, what was
to
that one
making it to
break?
an NFL manager? Like, what is what is the right credential you had to get in like that?
Just a very strong work ethic and faith that I knew that eventually something would come my way, and just having a support system with my family, especially my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause
Wow.
probably everyone's looking at you like you're not going to amount to anything. You've been in jail for 15 years, robbed a bank. Everyone's probably down
Yeah.
on you, but
Nope.
your mom stuck
Nope.
by you.
I mean,
I have many family members that are still in prison. I had 3 family members that were involved with me, and 2 of them are still in there. One's dead.
Whoa.
Hey, what was it like? Did you know, like, you were watching, like, eating a pizza and you watched America's Most Wanted? Did you see yourself on there? Or how did you find out you were on there?
I found out I was on there by friends coming and telling me, man, they're coming to get you. So,
Did they catch you, or did you turn yourself in?
Oh, no, they caught me.
They caught you. Okay.
They catch you robbing a bank, or they caught you just out and about doing something like a sting operation?
Sting operation.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad you turned your life
NFL
around.
manager. That's unbelievable, but true. It's like, believe it or not, you
know.
look at me now, all
That's
in
pretty
one
cool.
story.
Wow. I'm
Jim,
happy
well,
for
thank you for calling our show and telling us that story because, look, I know a lot of people have done a lot of bad things in their lives and they go to prison and they try and make it right. They pay their debt to society. And it is a whole thing that we don't talk about, like what's life
Do you
like
share
after
that story
prison.
with the team, like with players? Do you share like those stuff?
Going on 5 years with them now, and I shared it with them from the very beginning. And they just, they told me you can share it or you can keep it private. It's up to you as long as you keep doing what you're doing and working and taking care of your business. And that every single day I am still excited to get to work and still giving my 100% to them.
What do you do in the off season? It's off season now. What's the job right now? Y'all just kind of like get together and watch film or something?
Well, draft's happening.
When is the draft happening?
You got draft. Yeah, we just had combine. You got draft. You got
in a few weeks. They're always working.
Yeah, it's kind of like school administrators.
Training. Yeah, they come back, and then in a few weeks, after training camps, like in 4 weeks or so.
Wow, Jim, that's amazing.
Good for you,
well,
man.
Thank you, man. That is a fantastic story. God bless you. Happy Monday. Thanks for sharing that, Jim. We appreciate you listening to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Thank you.
Take care, sir. Bye-bye.
All right. Love you all. Bye.
Love you too.
Take
That's
care.
so great. That is so great. Look at me now. We got wild stories today,
Yeah,
man.
that was a good one.
Diana's poo-poo caca.
Guys, brought it.
Poo-poo caca. And I'm successful now. All right, let's go to the Roses update. What happened last Thursday? We'll give you the recap, and we'll get an update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Parental discretion is advised. Daryl and Dominique have been married for 19 years, have 2 teen sons. Dominique likes to go running every evening. Normally she's gone for under an hour, but this particular night he was taking one of his sons to practice, and he saw her get in a car, a red Chrysler 300.
And where he did not know who the mystery person was in the
And she was
car.
gone for 3 hours, came back and immediately jumped in the shower.
So there were a lot of questions that he had, and we were trying to figure that out for him, but we could not offer red roses. It's like, how else are we going to do this? So we knew there was a red Chrysler 300, trying to figure out who owns that car and how it's connected to Dominique and what's Daryl going to do about it. So Daryl's listening into the conversation I'm having with Dominique, and I just told her she got car detail for 2 cars. It's real involved ones that take a couple hours and you can get a loaner car and blah. I was really reaching, man. Blah, blah, blah about the car detailing. But I needed to know what kinds of cars they have. If in fact they have 2. So she let me, here's where she's telling me what kinds of cars they have.
The first one would be a Tesla.
And then the other car?
Vehicle number 2 is a Chrysler 300.
Okay. And what's the color on that one?
Red.
I got that. You got a Tesla and you got a Chrysler 300, so they know what kind of cars to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one more thing you need to know.
All right, you need to know her name is Roula. I'm Ryan. You're on 104.1 KRBE. You're on the Roula and Ryan Show. Eric is with us. But most importantly, your husband Daryl's with us. Daryl, tell her what's going on.
What car do you drive, Daryl?
I drive a Ford pickup. I would assume you would pick my truck.
Daryl is actually a friend of mine. He's been very generous with helping me with some work and things at the office. And so his car, he has a red Chrysler 300, and I thought that would be a nice payment for him just being so attentive and helping me out.
So he's been more helpful than I've been at home with our 2 sons. What is he? Is he bringing you more staples and printable paper? He's that helpful?
It has to do with just things in the office, and it's not just me. It's several other people in the office that he helps out. But he is a jack of all trades.
All right, Daryl, you want to shut this down now and tell her what you saw?
That sounds like the exact same car I saw you get into the other day when you was at the park. You see, you didn't know that I saw your ass get in that same color, same model car.
What do you mean?
No, what
you
is-
saw, are
what
you,
is he
are you
really
stalking
helping you
me?
with?
Are you following me when I do things? So what do? Come park and where you know that I take my run and just sit there to see what I'm doing? Who am I with?
No, this is not what we're going to do. You're not going to reverse the script on me. You're the one in the hot seat. Like you're in the hot car, the hot red car. You're the one in the hot seat. You're not asking the questions. I'm asking the questions.
I'm answering them, but at the same time, you're also not going to talk to me like I'm your child when I'm not.
This is the same car that you're extending gifts to.
Yes, and I got in the car of a friend, coworker of mine who does me favors every so often.
Yeah, I bet he did do a favor.
Why is he driving to y'all's neighborhood park?
He actually doesn't live too far from there, and he happened to he hit me up, and I told him where I was, and he said, "Oh, I'm literally like not even 5 minutes away. I can pull up."
Why don't you invite him over to your house? Derek can meet him. They can hang out.
Yeah.
Introduce him to the fam jam.
This is not that type of situation. It just so happened he was in the neighborhood, and he called me, and I told him where I was.
It just so happened that he was in the neighborhood, right? Because you were gone for an extended amount of time, about 3 hours, and then when you came in, you went straight in the shower.
What are you trying to imply, that I'm doing something?
Yes. We all think that you are doing
banging
something.
the dude.
Well, listen.
You're not doing anything with me.
Have you hooked up with this guy?
Honestly, we have flirted. I will be honest to that, and there has been a kiss or two.
Oh, but that's
what?
cheating.
Wow. Huh.
And she's probably holding back. She thinks that's enough to
They're
get
in the
you.
car for an hour and a half?
We have not had actual but we do flirt, and we have
Come on.
All I know is when we were young and we used to go to the park 19 years ago in the parking lot, it was always always.
Oh my God, you guys are this. Stop.
I can only bleep so much.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Well,
guys.
you're also talking about a time where we were younger and, we didn't necessarily go to hotels and stuff like that. We went to like a lookout.
Yeah, but this guy's making you feel young again, and you just admitted to your husband that you've been intimate with another man.
Yeah.
You got what you were looking for. You were right. I was hoping maybe there was a glimpse of innocence somewhere in here, but there's not.
If you can call us back and let us know what happened, just, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so good news and bad news. He's not able to talk to us live.
Usually we say, can we check in with you on Monday? And a lot of people do, but not everybody can call back or can be bound back or whatever it is. And so he did leave us a message on our listener line. Let's see what he had to say.
Hey, everyone. This is Daryl again. Hey, I just want to thank you. I couldn't come live on the radio today, but I just want to leave a message and thank you for everything that you did for me. Yes, me and my wife, we're going through a little turbulent times, but we had the time to talk and to calm things down. And we decided to go to couples counseling. 19 years, 2 kids. Well, we're not going to throw everything down the drain over a mistake. But, it definitely gave me some insight. And I'm going to work on myself more because she's not going to be the only one with friends. Hopefully the counselor can help me get over that. So I just wanted to thank y'all. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you soon.
Wow.
Oh, okay. That's
He's
nice.
a bigger man than
Nice
most
that he left us
people
on
are. I'm gonna work on myself. I think that's really important that both of you work on yourselves.
True. But, he goes to prove he doesn't want to throw away 19 years, even though she seems to want to do that.
I don't know
if she just said she felt kind of like, neglected.
Hopefully she wants to work on herself.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you both have got to
You
want
can't
the
say,
same thing.
you're the problem. You made me cheat on you. Yes, I made you cheat on me.
Well, that's the turnaround.
Weak.
That's
I
the
made
turnaround.
you cheat.
I used to watch like Maury or Jerry type shows, and they would always, the guy would cheat or she would cheat on the guy because he wasn't around enough. He was always working. And then I'd see one where he wasn't working. He was just staying at home. I'm like, which is it? The guy's trying to provide. He's working his ass off, and you cheat on him. Then the other guy's at home playing video games, and you're disgusted because he's not being, he's not living up to providing for the family or providing anything, and you cheat him. Just stop making excuses. You're a cheater. You're a cheater.
Are y'all really believing that all they did was kiss in that car?
No.
Oh, no, there was definitely.
90 minutes in the car?
There's definitely some.
90 minutes of kissing?
Something. That's tiring.
That's something you do when you're like in high school.
Your lips get tired after an hour and a half of
muscles in
kissing.
my mouth would be tired. I'd be like, wait, I have a cramp. Can you have a lip cramp? If you want to be on Roses, go to krbe.com and we'll try and get you some answers where you don't feel like there are any answers to be getting. And just a recap for those just tuning in on this Monday morning, what a big weekend we all had, as Friday was real fun college basketball watching at Drift with Sam and Eric. I know you guys had a lot of people come out to see you guys.
Kevin came, Irvin was there, Ahmad was there.
Yeah, Jules was there.
Our bosses were there.
Our bosses were there.
Everybody's there. We're just
Misty
having fun.
was there.
And Misty was there.
She kept
Santiago
getting
was there.
recognized before Eric. It was
Oh
funny.
my God!
Misty, I know.
So they recognize your dog before they recognize
Absolutely.
Eric.
They're like, oh
Both
my
of
gosh,
us
that's
were like,
Misty.
what the hell?
Because someone was like, I thought you were a blonde. I was like, no, I know. I'm a brunette. Like they recognized
interesting.
Misty, but they didn't realize it was me, and then they had to go Google what I look like.
Oh, because they
fun.
follow your dog's social media and not yours.
I knew what
Rula,
Misty was.
we
Yeah.
have some of the nicest listeners. One listener even picked a booger out of Sam's nose.
What?
Now that is...
I got to hear
This
this.
is not okay. Do not touch anyone's nose ever. I don't care if you
Wait,
know them or if you
that
don't.
is how much
Wasn't your
they love
child.
this
What
show.
happened? She came up and saw it?
I guess. I don't even
Or
want to
flake
discuss
or
Were
it.
you like totally shocked? Like, why is this person touching my face?
Yes, my beer spilt out of my mouth because
Wait.
I was so
wait.
like,
my
So take us
God,
through this.
Sam.
Did she just walk up and put a finger in first, or did she say,
Or is it like a...
hey, you've got a
it was
boogie
like
hanging?
a finger. It was like a.
It's like,
oh,
you know,
I
like
think
when
it's something.
in the corner, Sam, is it like sometimes you get dry, like white flakes in the
I
corner
think
of your
that's
nose?
what it
Is it
was.
that? Because you're not
I'm
talking like an
pretty sure
actual.
It wasn't like a legit booger.
No.
I hate
It was
that
a big
word.
wet one.
Yeah, no, gross.
Gross.
You are so gross.
I have never in my life had
taken
somebody
aback.
try to pick on nose.
No, she was a very nice young lady. I don't want to embarrass her or say
no,
her name or
that's
anything
how
like
much
that, but
She feels comfortable with us. I love that.
Oh my
Well,
God.
please don't touch it.
I love you so much. I eat the boogers right out of your
Ew,
nose.
gross. That's gross. That's so gross. Okay,
But we
well,
had people come from Katy and Spring Branch area
that's
over
nice.
there, and
Yeah,
it was just a lot of fun.
it was a lot of
And
fun.
on Saturday, I don't know who you are, sir, but you were very nice. I went to the Rockets game on Saturday, and I was like, oh, I haven't been to a Rocket. Y'all, I had not been to a Rockets game since James Harden was a Rocket.
Now's the time.
How
to get
many
on
years
board.
is that? Has it been at least 3 years,
At
4
least,
years?
It's been a
4 years.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've not been to a
minute.
Rockets game since then. They played the Utah Jazz. We won by 30 points. It was amazing. So it was 8 in a row wins for that night. But there was a man in the row in front of us over kind of down the lane. It's like, hey, Roula. It's like, oh, hi. Thanks for listening to the show. And if anybody saw
You
us
think
on the
you're booger out of your
Jumbotron,
nose?
no, he did not. My kids were so excited because every time there was a dance break, we were all dancing. We were all dancing. We were all dancing. And the kids wanted to be on the Jumbotron so bad.
Yeah.
And we actually got on there, but none of us filmed it because we were dancing.
dancing.
And then I did an Instagram story with my husband. I go, well, when you miss your wife and kids on the Jumbotron because you're looking at your phone, what was that he was looking at? Something.
Oh, you missed it? I thought he went to get a drink. I saw the video.
Oh, the drink. That's what it was. It wasn't looking at your phone. Yes, he had the drink in his hand. Thanks for reminding me. He was drinking his drink.
He had a bourbon.
And missed the seconds that we were on the screen.
Oh, no.
Because he was focusing on what's in his
I
cup.
just love how we get so excited. In 2024, everybody, we all do it.
Well, especially
See ourselves on
because
a big screen.
It
It's
is
so much
so
fun.
cool.
And it was my kid's first time going to a Rockets game. My daughter's first time for sure. My husband had taken 2 of the kids before, but one of my kids had never been. And then it wasn't really that full, right? I mean, there's a lot of empty seats. So the Jumbotron got us because it was 10 of us total, me and my friends and their kids. And I'm just like, I felt like we had 2 rows of empty in front of us.
They had room to dance and
So it wasn't like you're in a bunch of people's way, maybe. I don't know.
Tell the real quick story because I was at this game and they did the kiss cam.
Oh, no.
And I see on the kiss cam 2 people.
Not
that
this
happened
game.
to
It was
be-
a Rockets game.
This was years ago.
My brother and my sister had gone to the game together.
They were down by the basket, like
Goalpost?
3rd row,
Uh-huh.
4th row.
Goalpost, that's football.
Yeah.
The basket. Yeah. And the kiss cam comes to them. And my sister's like,
Oh, no.
doing an X with her arms, like, no. Brother, sister.
And I was
brother,
like,
sister.
holy crap.
I love that you were there
You
to
almost
see
need to
that.
carry
I
a
would have never
sign.
believed it.
That's my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
I was peeing myself because,
So,
like in
3-7
movies, you see that.
You're like, no. 37530, if by chance you saw my 3 seconds of fame on that Jumbotron, we were dancing. Trying to dance around and
What'd you
shake
do?
around the rolls.
Do the robot? Bring back some old
No,
school?
we were just, I can't remember. And I had a drink in my hand, too. So I was I gave it to Toxos after that. I was like, what if I get on this? Let me hold my drink, spill my drink. And then we'll talk more about Kevin's festivities at Benihana as we roll on. We can talk about it next, Kevin, if you want to give some shout outs. Special K is now a teppanyaki chef, kids. You're going to hear all about it. And we're going to do some scoop about the Kate Middleton announcement where people are still tearing that thing apart. Don't believe her. Come on, give the woman a break next on The Real and Ryan Show.
Lunchtime.
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
All right, let me start this out with Kate Middleton so we can check the box, because some people are like, wait, what happened there? For months now, the world has wondered, or maybe just Americans, where's Kate Middleton? Why? Who are they keeping her down? Why are they hiding her at the palace? What's going on? Conspiracy theorists, podcasts, streaming sites, TikToks, all this stuff.
TMZ, even Blake Lively.
Oh, my God.
Kim Kardashian,
TMZ
they're
have a
making-
whole special about what's going on with Kate Middleton. Well, on Friday, she shut everybody down by telling them, hi, thanks. Thanks for your concern, psycho obsessors. As me and my family navigate this terrible diagnosis I have, she went in for abdominal surgery in January. Turns out they found out she had something cancerous. She did not say what it was, and she has been going through chemotherapy and trying to navigate this very tense time with her husband and her young family. Case closed. Here comes all the no. Because remember when she was seen at that market, I was like, that's not Kate. That's not Kate. Well,
that was...
conspiracy theorists think that she is still trying to give us a subliminal message of the misery that is the palace life.
Come on.
Because she's wearing a white sweater with black stripes, and that is the same color as jail stripes.
People need to get a life.
She's in jail. She's a prisoner of the palace. Can we let
People
the
are
girl
so
recover
Is that
from
how
cancer?
they say it?
That is. Can you believe?
You can't say it normally.
No, you can't. I can't just say, I believe that sort of looks like she's a jail inmate. It's like, well, did y'all see her sweater? It has 7 black stripes. And do you know what's in that 7 black stripes? Here's what it is. And then they just go from there. It's like, I can't. My head's going to explode.
It adds up to 13 and Taylor Swift's involved.
Yes, all of a sudden,
What?
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have flown her to the Bahamas so she can recover in paradise.
That'll be the next story.
Somehow that got weaved in there together. I'm not sure. Anyway, let the girl just go through what she's going through, and all the best to you, Kate. All right, over the weekend, a few things happened. Back in December, we were doing a great big fundraiser with Texas Children's Hospital, where not only do we broadcast live from the hospital that one single day, we also let everyone bid on experiences with us. Like, had an experience to sit at my family table at Christie's Seafood. Kevin had an experience to be the chef at Benihana. Sam had an experience to be at Katie Wild West Brewfest. You know, all these different things. And so I've already done mine. We talked about that. Kevin and Sam had both of theirs happen this weekend. Who wants to go first?
I went to Benihana. It's right next door to the radio station, but there's a bunch around Houston. And you know what? It was... I was scared going up into it because I wasn't sure if I was going to cook the entire dinner for my auction winners. But I got training for an hour from Chef Billy. Thank you, Chef Billy.
Wait, when that was happening, Kevin, were you thinking, oh, for real? Like, you want me to really?
I'd be like, I'll be here. How about I just...
Yeah, like I thought it was a joke.
Oh, he would make commentary of him cooking.
They
have a
and
backup?
maybe hit the spatula a couple times, but did you really think like, whoa, I'm like being trained for an hour?
I thought I was just going to put the salt on things.
Oh God!
Have a cocktail.
So you're actually
Have a cocktail.
making the food now. Did they have a backup chef in case you did things wrong?
Chef Billy was whispering in my ear what I needed to do
Little baby
next.
Billy?
Even though I went through a whole training, I made the entire meal one time, and then I had to do it all over again.
Wow.
And so I was given one of those really sharp knives and a belt to put it in, so I couldn't wait to get that thing out there and chop up all those vegetables and the steak, which one thing I learned is that instead of putting oil on the grill, they use the steak fat to grease it up. And then they're using you're using the natural juices. So luckily everyone was medium rare. I know we had a good party, Eric, real good party.
Because I don't kill him and kick him out. Wait, do you want well done? Oh,
I'm so sorry. This experience is over.
You can see all the videos. I was watching the videos on your own personal and KRBE has.
So if you go to KRBE's Facebook, which is 1041 KRBE on Facebook, there's a video up there as well as at Radio Special K. I put a couple of them together. Y'all, I flipped the shrimp into my hat. I flipped that egg around and put it in the air and caught it that one time.
You made the choo-choo
That
thing.
one time.
The choo-choo train with the vodka fire coming out.
Smoking onion?
Yes. I was able to give them the entire hibachi experience as a teppanyaki chef. So thank you so much, Benihana. Y'all, they have happy hour. They have lunch specials. So if you ever get a chance, there's one downtown. There's one over here on the west side as well as...
They donated their time?
Yeah.
Texas Children. That's
and
awesome.
Apple was our waitress, and she is a huge fan of the Roula and Ryan show. So shout out to Apple, and then Corey, the manager, everyone who bought the experience, Sharon. Thank you,
I
guys.
thought Gwyneth Paltrow's
That's
kids were
awesome.
the only apple in the world.
No.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's interesting.
You
Well,
meet
mine
any
was
apples?
no, mine was much low key. I got to drink and hang out.
You didn't make the beer
like-
with them?
I didn't have to make the beer.
Katie,
I
Wild
was
West
just
Brew
like
Fest?
consuming it. Yeah. Wild West Brew Fest at Typhoon, Texas. I met a lot of listeners, which was awesome. And then the family that wanted her name was Jessica, and she brought her husband and 2 kids, and then she brought her boyfriend. So I hung out with them in like the VIP section, which had unlimited food and drinks. It was.
I saw you doing a game. You have to hold like a beer bottle or a can
So
that has a
there was-
weight on it. right?
Yes,
Was it a can or was it a bottle?
So it was a beer can that was weighted, and then he added weight to it, and you won this prize. And I was like, oh, okay. What's the girl that held it with one hand,
Straight
arm, like straight? She held it for a minute 15.
Damn.
I was like, there is no way that I could do that. So I was like, okay, let me
Was
try
it on your
It
stories?
was
or
just
was
on
it-
my story.
so
I
it's
wasn't
gone
gonna
now?
post it. Yeah.
What did she win?
I don't know. I didn't know. I don't know.
Put a
But
timer
hand
out
sur-
and see if
hand
I can do
surgery from
this.
Dr.
no, really,
Joe.
you have to hold like it was 7 pounds. I think it was
Oh
7 pounds
my
or something.
That's a long time to
or
hold
maybe
that.
it was 10 pounds. I forget if the girls was 7 and the guys was
You
10
had it
or
for like
something.
40 seconds,
So
I
I
thought.
held it for 45 seconds on one arm, and then I was like, okay, well, I got to even it out. Let me do the other arm.
To even it
I'm
out.
thinking like maybe my left was better. I put the second
That
video.
was your
So
son
you were
playing.
allowed to switch arms.
No,
Oh, you
it was
were
just
not.
for 45 seconds, but I did it one time.
Wow.
Like filmed it because Kevin Quinn came and we were hanging out. I was like, Kevin, you got to film this. So I did it for one arm, and then I was like, well, let me see if my left arm's
Which
stronger.
was your baby holding arm?
So I hold Santiago on my left arm because I'm a righty,
that should be your
and so I
strongest
can do
thing.
everything. That's why I had to switch it and do my left arm.
Well,
to see.
also, don't you want to kind of? I mean, it's just my quirk, but even it out. Like if I held something for 4 minutes with one arm, I'd have to
Do it the
kind
other.
of strain the other arm to make them kind of.
But
feel
yeah, I only
even.
got 45 seconds, and the
Yeah, but your baby holding
main chick was
arm.
Why are my arms
you
out
build
right
up
now?
strength in that arm.
Oh, for sure. But I was like, dang it. I tried so hard. It was really hard. It was pretty fun. But it was awesome. It was the coolest thing ever. I can't believe that I've never gone before. So shout out to Wild West Brew Fest for letting Caribbean be a part of this.
Biggest brew fest in North America.
It was awesome. I'm
How many beers do you think you tried?
definitely going next year. So they give you a punch ticket.
Did you get a little like?
You get like
no,
a
that's in a whole.
right.
get
It's
like
bigger
little-
than a shot glass, but much smaller than a pint. So maybe I don't even want to say it's 6 ounces. Maybe a 4
4
ounce.
ounces.
Okay.
Maybe 4 ounces.
good
You gotta,
amount
like
of
try
beer.
all the
It
beer
is.
4 ounces.
So
each-
you
each
can't try
one.
all of them. You get a punch
there's-
card.
yeah,
there's
I believe
600.
There's 12 punches that you get. A little punch
Okay.
card, and
To
then
choose, you're like.
you can go around
Indiana
and
Jones
choose.
choosing.
You can ask them like where they brewed at, where are they
Oh,
at,
wow.
which one do they recommend, and then you get to try it that way. And then
Is it
there
like
was
a
wine
nutcracker
grabber.
market of beer? Because I can never tackle the whole market.
If you buy
Absolutely.
like
So
shirts,
could you actually get to all the beer, like see
No.
everything, or you're like,
You
okay,
can
I already picked my
see
12.
it all, but you cannot try it all.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But a
Because
merch? Can you
only
buy
get
merch
that.
and stuff?
I wouldn't say buy, but they would give it to you. There was a lot of free merch that they were
free.
From
Yeah,
from the breweries.
Yeah,
oh,
from
I'm
the
sure.
breweries.
Yeah,
they
had
were
some.
hooking you up,
The weather was nice.
and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a
I didn't
gorgeous
get any
day.
merch.
I'm
but it
going to
was
just
awesome.
interrupt you because this child is in the car right now, about to get dropped off, and it's her 11th birthday today. And I texted back, "What's the name?" I have not seen the name, but they said, "Please, can you do it? Please, do you see the name?"
If you click on the phone number, it
Leia?
might come up for.
say,
Yep.
say what it is.
Is it Leia? Is it Leia from Star,
Leia!
like Star Wars?
Hey, Leia.
Yep.
Have the best Monday ever. Have the best Monday ever.
Happy
the best
birthday.
birthday ever as you get dropped off to school. And thank your mama for listening to the Roula and Ryan show on the way. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, I want to tell y'all about a great event that's happening. I did this last year. I'll be emceeing again this year. The Fort Bend Hike for Hope. It's happening Saturday, April 13th at Brazos River Park. That's right there in Sugar Land. So this all benefits AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So registration is at 8 in the morning. The event is from 9 in the morning till 11 a.m., and it benefits AFSP. If you're in crisis, by the way, please call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988. But you will never see more beautiful gathering of people remembering those who have had battles. It benefits the victims and the families. So it's the Fort Bend Hike for Hope, Saturday, April 13th at Brazos River Park.
And hello, go
Cougs! 195
Oh, my
overtime win
gosh.
against Texas A&M in Memphis.
That was
UH
crazy
is
last
back in the
night.
Sweet 16
They
for the
played hard. They were down by 13 with less than 2 minutes to go.
Yes.
Minute
Yeah.
40. And all I know is Kevin's going to go down there and see Joe that works in sales, and I'm sure he'll
He's going to have his...
taunt
Because-
him.
Yeah, well,
he's
you
the
know
captain
what?
of his football team.
I went to
He went
both.
pro.
I went to both A&M and University of Houston. I graduated from University of Houston, so I kind of side with them. So let me go
Kind
down
of.
there and start some ish right now.
And they're in,
That was so exhilarating
they're in the
and
Sweet
insane.
16 for the 5th consecutive
Be careful.
year.
8:30 on Friday they played.
He might have that Aggie ring on.
Shut up!
He's going, bam!
All I know
Sit
is
down.
when that
Roadhouse style.
3-pointer got made by the Aggies, at 1.2 seconds left, I was so mad. I was so mad. I go, I'm not staying up to watch this and go to sleep mad.
I had to stay up.
They better win in overtime.
195
Man, they won by 5.
in
That was so
overtime.
great. That was so great.
Only
Go
good game of the
Cougs.
night.
Kevin, I would not do any taunting.
Oh, come on. Gig 'em what?
All right, Radio Special K, if you would like to have that battle. Coming up next, date or ditch. Somebody is in a quandary in a new relationship over a picture. Or is it not such a new relationship? We're going to hear it all next and give some help on The Roula and Ryan Show.